the choice to cause suffering to an animal or not to, what would you do? Well, every time you walk into a supermarket, you are given this choice. You can support an industry that performs mass slaughter of animals, or choose plant-based products that save animals. What will you support? Slaughter, the killing of an animal for food. Mass slaughter, the killing of countless animals in cruel ways. We as human beings should realize that animals are not our food source or slaves, but our friends. Did you ever think about what animals have to go through before they're on your plate? Factory farms and slaughterhouses are the last places animals would want to go if they could decide. What gives us the right to choose for them? Imagine being a mother cow and you lost yet another calf. This was the fourth one. You could hear her through the metal bars crying out for you. As she grows up, she is also constantly getting hooked up to a milking machine. One night, your own life changes. You're forced into a truck and driven to a different place. You lie there in the freezing darkness, hungry and thirsty. You don't know how much time has passed, but you're suddenly awakened by cows screaming for their lives. You try to get up, but you're frozen to the metal wall of the truck. Then, a person comes and pokes you with an electric prod, and you howl out in pain. You get pushed into a narrow hallway with other cows, and you can see them getting bullets done to their heads. Now, it's your turn. Everything turns black around you, but you can still feel your body. The next thing is a slice of a knife, then you're dead. In the dairy industry, cows are forced impregnated and have their babies taken away so that they produce milk for human consumption. I think that we have to realize the situation that's happening to animals behind closed doors, daily, worldwide. 5.57 billion land and sea animals lost their lives in 2019 for food supply in Canada. Think about that number for a second. Since I started talking to you, 20,000 innocent animals have died. Animal abuse is happening in a lot of different areas of our lives. For example, the egg industry. All baby male chicks are shredded as soon as they hatch because they won't lay any eggs. The baby females have their beaks cut off and are forced to lay hundreds of eggs each year, instead of the 10 to 15 eggs that they naturally produce. Sadly, all egg-laying chickens are also taken to slaughterhouses after only 1 year. They can live for 5 to 10 years in the wild, though. When we consume meat, we are eating pieces of animal carcass that have been killed in horrible situations. If you walk into the meat section in a supermarket, there are different signs that say, raised without antibiotics or free range. Do you really believe that? This is an illusion, because if it said, raised with drugs and hormones or confined in tiny cages, would you still buy it? Make the connection. Some people ask me if I only eat lettuce. Well, I don't just eat lettuce. The market has improved in the last 10 years with all the different meat, dairy, and egg substitutes for us to eat instead of animal products. So, now it's even easier to make ethical food choices. Why support animal exploitation if you could support a cruelty-free plant-based lifestyle? I want to leave you today with 2 challenges. Number 1, meat-free Mondays. Challenge yourself to not eat any meat on Mondays. If you've completed that for a few weeks, try 2 days a week, then 3 days, and so on. Number 2, watch a documentary like Dominion or Cowspiracy on Netflix. And always remember, if you're thinking about buying an animal product, think about the suffering animals. What will you support?